Stop number 23 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series brings us to Darlington Raceway in Darlington, South Carolina, the 1.366 mile egg-shaped racetrack, and one of the legendary tracks in all of stock car racing. As we are here today for the running of the Mountain Dew Southern 500s, we're set for 56 laps of racing here today. And here's the starting lineup for today's running event. On the pole at 182 miles an hour, it is Alex Miller with the pole position for today's event. He's alongside Dylan Poteet, car 22, the Caterpillar Toyota. Miller driving the number 44 Hot Wheels Chevrolet. Second row is Laura Chung, 01, the U.S. Army Chevrolet, and number 4, William Brock, the Kodak Film Chevrolet. Number 26 on the inside of the third row, car 26, the Quaker State Ford of Daniel Foyles. And the Dover winner this season, J.T. Bryant, a tremendous qualifying run for the number 17. Going to run number 4, has car number 12, Zach Winkle, car number 12, the Altel Ford, and number 42, Trent Dunham, the Texaco Haviland Dodge. Finished second at Watkins Glen, a couple races to go. Next row down has car 15, Nathan Hudson, and number 34, James Sykes. Next row down has car 66, Eric Monaco, the Phillips 66 Trop Arctic Toyota. And number 2, Dylan Young, the Miller Lite Ford. Two-time winner this season so far, winning at Watkins Glen and at Martinsville. Next row down, Jesse Turner, 17, the Western Auto Chevrolet, and 25, Kyle Matthews, another two-time winner, the Kodiak Chevrolet. He is one of our in-car cameras in today's race, as does car number 3, Cole Deaver, in the inside of the next row down, the GM Goodrich Chevrolet, winner at North Wilkesboro this season. He's on the inside of that row, and outside of him is car number 33, the Skull Bandit Chevrolet of Harrison Ponder. Next row down is car number 20, Rafael LeDuc, in the Home Depot Chevrolet. He won a Daytona 500, and he also won at Rockingham. He's alongside car number 1. It is Stephen Colon in the Mopar Dodge. He won the first stop at Pocono this season. Next row down is car number 45, Joshua Osborne, the Spree Prepaid Phone Car Chevrolet. He's alongside car number 70. That is the car of Daniel Bouchard, the Rumpel Furniture AC Sparkplug Chevrolet. Next row down is car number 99. That is Levi Mcintyre, 3-time winner season so far. He won at he's looking for the Darlington sweep here this season. He also won a season at Riverside and the second stop at Talladega. Beside McIntyre will be car 18, Nathan Orman, the Interstate Batteries Toyota. Next row has 2-time winner season so far. It is Zachary Fitzwater, the Hardy Chevrolet, winner at the second Pocono race, and he also won it in Indy in the Brickyard 400. He's alongside Seth Cole, car number 98, the Haas Automation Ford, and Seth has our third in-car camera. Next row down is car 68, Cody McGurk, and 16, that is Gabby Conklin. Next row after that would be car number 24, Charles Sanford, the winner at the Pepsi Ford at Daytona, and he also won the first Talladega race of the season, the Winston 500. DuPont Chevrolet car 24. He's alongside Benjamin Miles, 2-time winner season so far. He won the last race. He won a couple races ago at Michigan, the Champion Sparkplug 400. He also won this season at Atlanta, the first Atlanta race. Next row is car number 6, the Valvoline Ford of Austin Reed, and number 5, Phil Parker, the HendrickCars.com Chevrolet. And it's number 28, Texaco Haviland Ford of Keith Batson, and number 30, Roberto Crown Jr., the Pennzoil Chevrolet. Next row down has car 21, Quentin Moore, 2-time winner this season so far. He won a 600 at Charlotte. He also won at the night race at Bristol this season in the Citgo Ford. He's alongside car 88, Matt McIntyre, who won the first race at Richmond this season. In fact, we're heading to Richmond next on the tour after this. Next round after that would be car number 43, Mike Becker, and number 94, Jessica Shelton, winner this season at the first Bristol race this season in the Mac Tonight Ford, car number 94. Next row down is car 48, Caleb Bugler, and number 8, Amanda Evans, and it's number 71, Ryan Butcher, and 14, Allison Ray. And starting shotgun will be car number 10, the Tide Ford of Kat Batson, sitting on the last row of this race here at Darlington. So the command's about to be given to fire the engines here for the race for the Mountain Dew Southern 500 at Darlington. 56 laps of racing here today. Here's the command to fire them up.
3, 2, 1, gentlemen, start your engine.
Command's been given to fire the engines, which we're set to go racing here today on this 1.366 mile egg-shaped racetrack as the pace car leads the field off a pit road for the pace up. We'll be back for the start of the race right after this. Field heading through turns number 3 and 4 right now here, as Alex Miller and Dylan Young will be the drivers that will lead them to the start-finish line. Pace car is about to duck off on the pit road. It actually has ducked off on the pit road as they're coming off turn number 4 right now, as they're about to look for the green flag tonight at Darlington, South Carolina. The Mountain Dew Southern 500 is about to get underway. 56 laps of racing. The green flag flies, and we're racing at Darlington. Off into turn number 1 they go here as Laura Chung goes in the second position now as she tries to get past Miller for the top spot. Miller leads him off turn number 2 here on the very first lap of this race here, the number 44 Hot Wheels Chevrolet. And about to complete the first lap here as they come off the 4th turn. And it's Alex Miller leading lap number 1, Laura Chung second position, 3rd is Daniel Boyles, 4th is Dylan Poteet, the best Poteet's running in quite a while. And 5th position right now is Zach Winkle with Nathan Hudson running in 6th position and the number 15 Quality Care Ford. And Eric Monaco 7th. 8th position is William Brock. 9th, and a battle for 9th between Jesse Turner and JT Bryant. 4th position as they come up the 4th turn now. Bryant now dropping back some positions right now as they go through turns number 1 and 2 right now. As you jump inside the car of Cole Deaver, the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet, one of our 3 in-car cameras in today's race. Deaver looking to snag his first win here at Darlington. He's never won at this track before, and he hopes to do so here today. And since his win at North Wilkesboro, he has not had much luck, though, trying to find victory lane in the Cup Series here. Yet he is actually not too bad in the points right now here, and trying to hold on to the top 15, trying to get himself in the contention for the top 10 spot in the points chase coming out of this race, actually for the season I should say. But Deaver doing good right now. He's running in 11th position right now. Just up ahead of him is James Sykes in 10th in the Labs Travel Stop Ford. And we see Alex Miller up on the high side here, and he's lost a lead now too. Well, was going to be Daniel Boyles, but now it's going to be Dylan Poteet pulling up to the top spot now. Car 22, and he'll take the lead. Boyles led the last time by, as now it's going to be Poteet leading this time by in car 22, the Caterpillar Toyota. Dylan Poteet, the first ever series champion in the Castrol GTX Cup Series, winning it way back in season 1. In fact, he had the same sponsor, but he had a Chevrolet and it was number 31. Boyles up to second position. 3rd right now is Winkle. 4th is Chung, and 5th right now is Nathan Hudson. And Alex Miller dropping back now in the 44 machine as he has dropped back to, well, he's going to be out of the top 10 now as Cole Deaver and Joshua Osborne both have gone by him. And now Rafael Duke gets off the wall, coming off turn number 2 there, and right in front of Levi Mcintyre, number 99, as he and his buddy Trent Dunham hook up now. Trent won 2 Dodges in the field this season, as well, along with Stephen Colon. 1 Dodge has won the season so far. That was Colon at the first race at Pocono, at the first Pocono race this season. There is Colon, the number 1 Mopar machine. Right now runs in 22nd position right now as he's running just between Daniel Bouchard in the 70 and Kyle Matthews in 25. And meantime, Dunham up at the high side has losing the lead right now, and in fact, new leader. And for the second time, it's Daniel Boyles in the Quaker State car going to the top spot now. Boyles has had a fast car all season long, though, just has not had the results to show for it. And he hopes to reverse that trend here today at Darlington Raceway as they come out the 4th turn out, and things are looking good for him so far. as he is leading with now 10 laps in, or actually going, I was actually about to go on the 10th lap, I should say, 9 laps in the books, and still 47 laps remaining in this race here, so a lot of racing left to go here at Darlington Raceway. Nathan Hudson second, third is still Zach Winkle, Eric Monaco up to fourth position, and Laura Chung right now finds herself in fifth position. William Brock is sixth, and Jesse Turner. Sykes is eighth, Devers ninth, and Poteet was 10th, and here comes the battle of another. As Poteet not only loses but to another Kentuckian, Joshua Osborne, but Poteet gets off the wall off turn number 2. Loses spot not only to Osborne but to Alex Miller, the pulser for the event. Poteet drops now to the 12th position. McIntyre's 13th, Bryant's 14th. Dylan Young is 15th, and Zachary Fitzwater 16th. Rafael Duke is 17th. 18th right now was Charles Sanford, and he just gets off the wall. Harrison Ponder now takes 18th. Sanford's 19th, and 20th is the 70 car of Bouchard, and crashes haven't come off turn number 2. And another crash has haven't come off turn number 4. Nathan Hudson, oh my gosh. Hudson was having such a good run here, and he has crashed out of the race here. Damage to the Allison Rain car number 14, as he and Caleb Vogler play a little tag right there. Benjamin Miles, 2-time winner season so far. He won in Atlanta and Michigan, but will possibly not do it here at Darlington. Mike Becker's in it here, but I tell you what, Zach Winkle. Winkle is another driver who's having such a good run here today. Seth Cole is involved, and as was Roberto Crown Jr. No time like the present to see what happened in replay. And take a look at see what happened here. Okay, there's what happened between the... Okay, I don't know what happened right here. They came up to lap Gabby Conklin in the 16 car, and here comes Winkle in the 12, gets right into the 16 cars, and Conklin just drives Winkle down the apron of the track there. Winkle, did not like that move. He and Conklin both side of the racetrack here. Conklin gets to the wall, and Winkle slams into him, and there's where Hudson got his damage, and oh my goodness, Zach Winkle up and over into the catch fence in an up and down pirouette as they come down through, and you see Bouchard gets a piece of it in that number 70 machine. Mike Becker gets involved, and here comes everybody else here, and there's Seth Cole. Right into Becker's machine. Keith Batson gets involved. Several cars just piles right in there. Jessica Shelton gets into the 11 car of Benjamin Miles and sends Jess into the wall. And Amanda Evans, there she comes into the picture. Her and Matt McIntyre both comes to a dead stop. And here comes Allison Rain right into Amanda Evans's car. And Nathan Hudson, oh my gosh, a bad crash happening at Darlington right there on the 12th lap of this race here, causing the first caution flag of the day. On board Seth Cole's car. Appeared to have had that crash missed until he saw Mike Becker in front of him and thought, this is not good. And then, well, it turns out the phrase never lift didn't work for Seth this time. Sorry, Seth, I had to. Back at Darlington, and we are on a 1 lap to go till the restart here, and Daniel Voiles is on pit road, the leader of the race, and he has apparently, I don't know if there's a problem there that causing this unscheduled pit stop to happen for the Quaker State team. So that is going to give the lead now to Eric Monaco, car 66 there, with Laura Chung now second position. Third is now Jesse Turner. Then it's James Sykes in fourth. And fifth is now William Brock. Gabby Conklin, 16 car, is not on the lead lap. She's a lap down. And Daniel Voiles, who was the leader of the race, he now comes off a pit road there after an unscheduled pit stop. Good news for Voiles, he will not fall a lap down though, but the bad news is he's got to catch up right to the rest of the back of the pack if he wants to. Well, actually for Voiles, this is the early portion of the race here at Darlington, so he may still be in pretty good shape to maybe possibly try to still get a pretty good finish out of this whole deal too. As far as contending for the win is concerned here. Pace car's on the pit road right now. We're about to get the green flag, lap number 17 in the Mountain Dew 7500, and we're backing away. Eric Monaco is your leader. Laura Chung in second position here. She gets by Gabby Conklin as they come off the second turn. As you see, Jesse Turner and the host of others are just trapped behind her now. And they go through turns number 3 and 4 now. And Monaco and Chung is just checked out. Problem with Darlington, though, usually it's a one-lane track, though. If you want to make a pass, though, you better do it on the back stretch here. Or on the front stretch, whichever. And Turner's going to make that happen here as we go through turn number 3 now. But running too wide into turn 3 is tricky enough there, and they come through turn number 4 now. As you see, a lot of the others are trying to get by the 16 car. We'll keep an eye on the 16 car, see how much problem Gabby can present here to the leaders. And we got the rest of the cars out of the race here. Out of the race because of that crash. Allison Rain, as well as Benjamin Miles, Mike Becker, the 12 car of Zach Winkle, a heartbreaker for Winkle because he had a good top 5 run going before that crash happened. Seth Cole and Roberto Crown Jr. all out of the race here. The 16 car and the 5 car both are a lap down. So that is your tail of the tape so far at Darlington, as we're working on lap number 20 of this race here. And Conklin now trolling the front, trolling another group of cars here. And meantime, Jesse Turner trying to catch Eric Monaco and Laura Chung. Fast lap race so far, set by the 7 car of JT Bryant at 186.358 miles an hour. One of the cars coming off of pit road, that is the 5 car of Phil Parker. And this is why that was why he was a lap down. He made an unscheduled pit stop. Except unlike Daniel Voiles, he did it under green here. Voiles did it under caution. So Parker falls to 35th position, and he is now I think 2 laps down. Yes, he is. So Conklin has passed him now for position, as Jesse Turner now has another lap car to contend with now. And Turner's thinking, am I ever going to catch a break here? Turner now moves inside. He's got the fast closing William Brock closing in on that number 4 machine. And Brock just about gets into the 5 car. Alex Miller now trying to weave his way through the field as he tries to get past Cole Deaver in the 3 car. Deaver up on the high side now, gets kicked up to the high side, I should say. Deaver at number 6 position here. Miller running in 7th. And JT Bryant now gets another position as he moves up to 8th position. Joshua Osborne is 9th. And Dylan Young now trying to take 10 position away from Dylan Pote, and he will take it in the turn number 3. And here, so Pote's now 11th. McIntyre's 12th. Then it's Fitzwater. Ponder's 14th. 15th is Samper. Then it's LeDuc in 16th. 17th is Cologne. 18th is Bouchard. Quentin Moore 19th. And Kyle Matthews right now running in 20th position as you jump on board now with Kyle Matthews in car 25, the Kodiak Chevrolet. Matthews winner this season so far at Sonoma, and the first stop at Michigan this season for the number 25 team. Through the third and fourth turn, through turns number 1 and 2, I should say here. See how fast Kyle goes. Come off the second turn, 186 miles an hour. Down the backstretch he goes, 199 miles an hour into turn number 3. And he'll back it off all the way down to 156 miles an hour in the middle of 3 and 4. And that's about 166 coming off turn number 4. Minute left for Kyle, 180.05 miles an hour. His fast lap race so far, 185.5 for the number 25 machine. Darlington, a very unique and tricky track on the circuit here in all of stock car racing. As we watch Matthews now battle the 68 car of Cody McGurk, the Country Time Lemonade Ford. Nathan Orman right now running in 22nd position. 23rd is Austin Reed. 24th is Kat Besson, who started this race 41st in the field, has moved her way up to the field nicely. Trent Dunham 25th, 26th is Matt McIntyre. Make that 25th is McIntyre. 26th is now Daniel Voiles, and 27th is now Trent Dunham. Voiles, who restarted this race back in probably 34th in the field, and has now moved his way up 8 spots here. So Voiles Voiles showing that grit. He's determination grit, trying to work his way through the field nicely here, as Nathan Orman loses a couple spots now to Austin Reed and Kat Batson now. Ryan Butcher's 28th, Jessica Shelton right now running 29th, and some damage to the back of that McDonald's Mac Tonight Ford, which she will also run next race on the tour at Richmond, which is next on the tour. The next to last short track night race of the season, and next to the last one will actually be at Martinsville, which in fact is one of Jess's best tracks on the circuit actually in this series, as Caleb Fogler goes by. Jess now put Fogler up to 29th and Shelton down to 30th. Keith Batson right now running 31st, Nathan Hudson 32nd, and 34th is Gabby Conklin, and they've close up to the back of Amanda Evans. Now the leaders have, again, the 5 car of Phil Parker not on the lead lap. He's not second place on the screen right now. He's 35th in the order. Eric Monaco's the driver running second place right now, and he's having trouble getting by the lap cars. And he almost made it 3 wide of the turns, and you do not do that at Darlington. Working on lap number 32 in this race right now here at Darlington as we're past halfway home. Halfway was lap 28, so we are down to about 24 to go this time by in one of the crown jewel races on the circuit here, and a lot of veterans in this series have won the Southern 500 in this series. Parker looks to the inside, trying to get back around Jesse Turner, trying to get himself back on the lead lap and try to catch a caution flag to do so. Eric Monaco, second position. Third is Laura Chung. Fourth is Alex Miller. Fifth is Cole Deaver. Sixth is Joshua Osborne. Seventh is James Sykes. Dylan Young is eighth. JT Bryant running ninth. And 10th is Zachary Fitzwater. That's how they run right now after 33 laps of this event here. And this race, of course, now, as we mentioned, down to the waning moments here. As I tell you what, Phil Parker does not want to give up that second car in line position here. And Eric Monaco, I'm sure right now, fuming under that helmet right now, and probably in anger at this point, saying, "Let me buy that 5 car." Parker, meantime, is probably fuming underneath, saying, "Let me buy that 17 car," trying to get myself back on the lead lap here. Darlington, like I said, a very tricky place there, and not only as we mentioned in driving talent, but also as we mentioned earlier, trying to pass somebody and catch him is one thing at Darlington, but pass him is a whole other story. And the turns here, of course, they run here at Darlington 2 wide, tricky enough as we've seen earlier, but 3 wide as we saw could be almost a certain wreck. And now Eric Monaco goes inside, finally gets by the 5 car of Phil Parker, tries to get by. Parker says, "No way, Eric, you're not going by me." Oh my. And Parker, many times, now trying to get by Jesse Turner in the same manner as they come off the second corner now. Parker, I'm sure, getting a little bit frustrated right now with the 17 machine of Jesse Turner. And meantime, Cole Deaver's lost a couple of spots here as Joshua Osborne, James Sykes, and Dylan Young have all gotten by the 3 machine, and that moved Deaver down from 5th to 8th. And here comes Alex Miller inside of Laura Chung and trying to take 3rd position away, and he'll do so. So, move the 44 car up a spot. And Joshua Osborne tags along back there, too. Now trying for 4th position in the number 45 car. And James Sykes in the 34 car going with him at Let's Travel Stop Ford. And Deaver wants to go with the 34 machine as well, too. Back on board with Cole Deaver in car number 3. Coming now off turn number 4, though, coming down for 39 laps in the books and 17 to go here in the Mountain Dew Center 500 at Darlington Raceway. Deaver right now clocked in 6th position. JT Bryant right there behind him there as they come out the second turn now. Harrison Ponder now moves his way into the top 10 position now. And he takes Charles Samper in car 24 with him. So Laura Chung loses a couple of spots in there, as does Dylan Young. That may have actually moved Charles in the top 10 now, probably. And it does. It moves him up to the 10th position now in car 24. Rafaela Duke and Quentin Moore battling back there. That's for 14th position, the 20 and 21 machines. And meantime, the front 3 cars still look the same way here. Jesse Turner looking for that very first victory of the season here. Eric Monaco, on the other hand, looking for his first ever win in this series. Question is, who will do what, though, in the final 16 laps of the race here, coming to actually the final 14 laps now, I should say. It's now 14 to go here, lap 42 in the books. And Monaco looks inside again, and again he can't get by that 5 car. Parker, meantime, looks inside now. We got lap cars up ahead. That's Nathan Hudson and Gabby Conklin. And if the leaders get up to the back of those cars, then what's going to happen? And it looks like they may catch him here in just a couple, 3 laps or so. If not quicker than that. Parker looks at the inside lane here on turns. They come off turn number 2. And finally, Phil Parker gets by the 17 car and puts himself back on the lead lap. Actually, I should say Parker's actually now back. Has actually got one of his laps back. He was actually 2 laps down, not 1. He was actually 2 laps down. So that puts Parker now 1 lap behind the leaders now. And Jesse Turner still keeping the lead now as they come down, as they're about to complete the 45th lap of this race here. It will be this time by. And now Parker's caught up behind the lap cars of Gabby Conklin and the 15 car of Nathan Hudson. And here comes Eric Monaco, car 66 to the low side of Jesse Turner. He's up on the back bumper of that 17 machine. Heavy lap traffic up ahead there. Here comes Monaco to the low side. Tries to get past Parker. Turner, and Turner says, nuh-uh. 10 laps to go at Darlington. Alex Miller trying to get by Nathan Hudson now. So now if Miller can get up to the back of the 17 and 66 cars here, what's he going to do? off the 4 turn to come here. Turner coming by to complete the 47th lap. Now 9 to go. Average speed so far, 146.893 miles an hour. Fast lap race so far, still set by JT Bryan at 186.358. But I tell you what, you think of all the bad luck Jesse Turner has had both in this series and in the Mel Yellow Racing Series there, and you can't help but harken back to that race at Lucas Oil Raceway in the Mel Yellow Racing Series here in the number 47 car. He started from the pole, had led every lap up till lap 38 in the race, and with 13 laps remaining, and his car suffered a tire failure and knocked him out of the race and gave the lead and the win to Jessica Shelton that day. And Turner hoping the same thing does not happen at Darlington or any other bad luck that befalls him. But I tell you, the lap traffic here could possibly either be a nuisance or play a best friend to the 17 car. Whichever happens here as they come on the second turn. But I tell you, Eric Monaco driving his brains out. Right there, back bumper of the 17 car again. Through turns 3 and 4 now, coming down for the complete lap number 50. We're now down to 6 to go. Eric Monaco looks to the low side. Turner holds his line. Monaco looks low to the low side off to the second turn. If something happens to those front 2 cars, Alex Miller is running in third. And I tell you, the way those 2 are battling right there, Miller could possibly be in the catbird seat, possibly. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens with this 5 car, Phil Parker, and Parker again sees the 17 cars, thinks, "Oh no, not this car again." Third turns number 3 and 4 they come here. Backing down to about 149 miles an hour off turn number through the middle of 3 and 4 goes the 17 machine. And he has got now 4 laps to go. Margin about a quarter of a second now, 2600ths of a second the last time by between the front 2 cars. But boy, here comes 66 car. Monaco really close up that time, but he really drove it into turn 3 that hard. 3 laps remaining. Eric Monaco to the low side once again. Nose to tail, down the back stretch they come here. Here the 17 car, Western Auto Chevrolet. The 66 car, the Phillips 66 Trop Arctic machine. Two to go. Monaco down the low side here, the racetrack here. Alex Miller's dropped back just a little bit there. He may not be a factor unless the front 2 cars take each other out. But they got 1 more lap to settle it all here today at Darlington. It'll be the white flag this time by for either Jesse Turner or Eric Monaco. Turner has not won in a long, long time. Eric Monaco has never won in this series. Who wins here at Darlington? The white flag is out. Off the second turn they come at over 170 miles an hour. Down the back stretch they come. Turner opens his lead up just a little bit in a 17 machine. Eric Monaco tries it 1 more time through the 3rd and 4th turns. Here they come up the turn. Is Monaco going to have enough? He is not going to. And say hello to victory lane to Jesse Turner. He wins at Darlington. Jesse Turner, the bad luck streak is over for the 17 team as they go to victory lane in the Mountain Dew Southern 500. The 1994, I should say the 1991 Darrell Waltrip colors. coast to the winner's circle here today. And Jesse Turner has got to be jumping for joy inside that race car here today. Eric Monaco, you can't say he didn't try on those last 5 or 6 laps here. He ends up finishing second. Alex Miller, a solid day in third position. Fourth, we'll go to Joshua Osborne. And how about Zachary Fitzwater? His streak of good finishes continues. He ends up finishing fifth. JT Bryant, how about a good day for him? Finishes 6th position here today in the 7 car. 7th will go to Cole Deaver. 8th will go to Harrison Ponder. Charles Sanford comes home 9th. And James Sykes with a great day in the Michael McDowell colors ends up finishing in 10th. Average speed 150.525. The average speed in this race here today. So 23 races are in the books, and 8 races remain on the season. Oh boy, gonna be interesting here in this battle for the championship. Interesting to see what the points look like right now coming out of this event here. Dylan Young, a good day for him. He ends up finishing 11th. 12th will go to Stephen Colon. Then Rafael Leduc, 13th. Quentin Moore, 14th. A solid day for him in the 21 car. Cat Batson starts 41st and ends up finishing 15th in the race here today. Daniel Voiles, he overcomes that tire failure he had in the early portion of the race. He restarted back in probably about 34th or 35th or something like that, and he ends up finishing 16th in today's race. I tell you, for Voiles, it's probably basically what might have been race 2 here, because he was leading when he had that tire failure under caution. And good thing for him it was under caution, not under green, though. He had to make the pit stop under green, I should say. But for Voiles there, still could have been worse for him today. William Brock 17th, Kyle Matthews 18th, Laura Chung, who was up in the top 5 earlier on in the race here, she ends up finishing 19th. Dylan Pote, who also was up in the top 5 earlier, he ends up finishing 20th. 21st will go to Nathan Ormond, then Cody McGurk, Levi Mcintyre, Daniel Bouchard, and Matt McIntyre, the top 25. 26 through 30, Trent Dunham, Austin Reed, Caleb Fogler was the last car on the lead lap and finishing 28th. And then Nathan Hudson, 29th, Ryan Butcher in 30th, Phil Parker, 31st, Jessica Shelton, not a good day for her, ends up finishing 32nd. 33rd, Keith Batson, 34th, Gabby Conklin, 34th was Amanda Evans, 35th, Gabby Conklin, the last car to finish this race here today. Then the rest of the finishers out of the race: Allison Rain, Benjamin Miles, Mike Becker, Zach Winkle, Seth Cole, and Roberto Crown Jr. So that will do it here today at Darlington Raceway. Congratulations once again to Jesse Turner, the winner of the Mountain Dew 500 at Darlington Raceway. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports Gaming channel. We got everything on the channel. We got inner races, we got gaming videos, we got inner online videos, whatever the president of the NNSCRA, Seth Cole, desires to have for his channel. Be sure to check out Seth's RSL Cup Series, the main series on his channel. And also be sure to check out our other 2 channels that does NNSCRA offline series. Those channels being X8675398588X, that's Dylan Young's channel, the man who does the NNSCRA Spectrum Mobile Cup Series. And also subscribe to his channel for some cool stuff as well too. And also subscribe to Thrashmania99's channel, Levi Mcintyre's channel, that is, for some cool stuff as well, including his series, the NNSCRA Marvel Studios Cup Series. And if you want in on future seasons of Seth Cole's Duracell Cup Series, then be sure to get with Seth and he'll get you going. And also, as I mentioned, subscribe to this channel, the NNSCRA Sports Gaming channel, for some cool stuff as well too. So that will do here today at Darlington Raceway. For now, this is James Qualls. This has been a production of the NNSCRA, celebrating 10 years of offline racing at Express. We'll see you for Melio Racing Series action and Castrol GTX Cup Series action at Richmond International Raceway.